Hello everyone. In this lecture, today you will learn how to create featured games adapter class for our featured games fragment. First of all, open your Android Studio. Then under your app directory, go to Java. Then under your package name, as you can see, we have already created a adapter directory. So we have to create our featured game adapter class inside this adapter directory, right? So first of all, click on it. Then right click on it, select new, then select Java class. Now you have to name it your like this feature games adapter. Okay, then press enter. As you can see, it has been ready. Now inside this class, we have to create a another view holder class. So let's create it one public. It is same as that of category adapter, like this one. Okay, so let's create public static class. Then name it view holder and access to recycler view holder. Okay, now as you can see in the resource layout and list of featured games, we have some images like image game, image mode, and a one text view for our game title, right? And for Krishna, we have a card, and which is card game. So just copy it. Okay, now create a variable. It's a material card view. So call it and paste it there. Okay, now you have to create a view holders constructor public view holder and pass your item view here. Okay, like view and name it item view all percent. Okay, now you have to make it super and pass this item view. Okay, now you have to initialize this card game variable here. Now call this item view and now you have to call find view by r dot sorry r dot. Let's remove this one from here and type r dot id dot. It is not working. Let me fix it. So now our id is card game, right? So paste it and now you have to import this file. Keep your cursor on r and press alt plus enter. Then you have to select your r from first one, which is from should be from your package name. Okay, now close the line and same we have do with the image view. This image I am begin, copy this id, create a variable private image view, paste it there. Okay, now initialize it here and view by id dot img game, right? Now as you can see we have another image view and copy its id too and also initialize it. Not need to initialize again by using private image view, just to press comma here and paste it there. Okay, because it is also image view, so no need to create a separate image view variable. Just create it there and initialize it there. Now call item view dot find view by id r dot id. Now paste it here and it is done. Now we have a text view, right? Copy this id and first of all initialize it. Let's private. It is a material text view, so put it there and initialize it here. Item view find view by id r dot id dot view title. Okay, it has been done. It has been done. Okay. Now you can make it final, and you do not what why we need final. So keep the cursor on it. Press Alt plus Enter and choose the final. Second one. Do same with this. If you do with this, then it will create a separate variable. So to avoid it, just copy this one and paste it here. Okay, like this. And what you can do now, we have to extend our this featured games adapter class, right? As like our category adapter. So type extends recycler view dot adapter and pass this adapter class. So the feature game adapter and extend it with view holder. This one which we created below. This one. Okay. Now keep the cursor on it and press Alt plus Enter. Then click on implement methods. Press Enter. Select all of this and press OK. Now our adapter class has been ready. Now first of all, now let's create a activity context. Okay. Now create call this our featured game list. This one. Okay. Now let's call it list. Press Enter. Make this sign and call this our featured game list. This one. And you can name it anything. Just let give it a featured game list. Okay. Now we have also defined a post. So all our function class from our helper directory, private function. Okay. Now we have to initialize all of these variables. So create a constructor. Let's make it public featured games adapter and pass all of these activity. Okay. Now pass our this list. Okay. Press enter. Now call featured list game. Okay. You have to give a different name to this featured game list. As you can see, we have give this name it here. Okay. So you have to give a different one here. So that you will not have any confusion later. So let's name it f game list. Okay. Okay, I hope you understand. Now call this one this for the activity. activity and dot feature game list equal to here feature game list. Okay. Now call our function class function. Sorry, this function this function new function and pass this activity context to line stop. It is done. Now inside this on creative view holder, you have to create a call your layout list feature games. This one, okay. So let's remove it. Now call view layout in creator dot from pass your activity context and now inflate it with your resource of this value list feature game, okay. R dot id dot list it just wait, it is not id, it is under the layout, okay. So use layout dot list feature games, okay. Hope you understand. Comma. Now call this view group which is parent. Now make attach to root it to false, make it false. Okay, now it has been done. Now you have to return this view into the view holder. So let's return new view holder and pass this view. It is completed. Now we have to work with on bind view holder. Okay. So as in the category adapter, we have created a guide value to set the image into our image view. So first of all, we also call it there. Let's call it glide dot with the pass activity contact. Then load. Now you have to pass the image URL. Maybe it is already there. JSON format. As you can see, it is our game image. So we have to call this URL. You can see this is a URL. So we have to pass it here dynamically. How you can do that? You have to do calling by this feature game list. Okay. So call this one feature game list dot get pass the position of the image dynamically and then get game image, right? And here you have to display this image, you have to display it in the this image view, right? img game. So you cannot call img game directly. In the previous video in category adapter, I have told you that you have to call first folder this one, then you have to call this one img game, okay. So let's create it dot sorry, you have to pass into just wait, pass it there into folder dot img game, right? Now our game image will be loaded into this image img game, okay. Now you have to set the title of the material that this title of the game title, okay. So to set a title, first of all you have to call it with it holder dot tv title, right? This one tv title, okay. tv title. Now you have to set text. Now you have to get the text from this featured game list by position. Call this one featured list, then pass get and pass position and After that, you have to call this resource is game name. Okay, as you can see, I will show you in the list. We have created a game name resource, and you can call it using this get method. Get game name. Pass it there. Dot get name. Okay, this one. Now, uh, as I have told you before that you can also show a category because we have also a category there. Okay. If you want to show a category there, then simply create a text view below of this TV title and same set the text view like this and initialize first of like this. Okay, and everything is done. Nothing you have to do to setting up a category. Okay, it automatically do because we already have created a resource in our game that is here game category. Okay, for now we are not setting it up. Now let's we have to set a our game card click on listener. Okay, as you know we have created a card game and user have to click on this card game, and after clicking this a game URL will open in the user's device browser and then he can play. Okay, so we have to set a click listener on this card game. Let's call this one folder dot card game. Okay, now click on set on click listener. Now pass lambda expression this one and this. Okay, now in the function class we have created a function to open the game URL, right? This is here. So if you do not know how it works, then let me explain it once again. For example, we have to call this function. Okay, let me show you. Uh, as you know, we have initialized this function class. So simply call this function and then call this method open game URL. Okay. Now you have to pass a game URL. As you can see here, here is the game URL, this one. Okay, so we have to pass, and in the game list, as you can see, we have a game URL and its method is get game URL. Using this, we can get the game URL from the server API. Okay, so but how you can call it? You can not directly call it. You have to use the featured game list. Okay, featured game list dot get pass the position, then get the game URL. Okay, now it has been done. Now let me explain you how this function works. Okay, go to function. Now you can see this resource now is has been used. It is showing one usage. Okay, now how it works? We have passed a game URL dynamically here. For example, let me copy this one. Okay, and let me pass it there manually. Okay, now suppose that we call this function and now dynamically we have passed this game URL. Okay, now sorry for distraction sound because a chokidar was moving in our street. Sorry for that. Okay, now we are here. It is our game URL. We have pasted it there manually to show you how this function works. Okay, so our this is a programming code and a programming code does not have an intelligent brain like us, so how they can check this is a valid URL or not. So we can check using this if else condition. So we have created a if condition. So we have called this URL as a game URL. Okay, this one. So we have called this one game URL. If starts with HTTP, this one, okay, or this double line symbols mean or if URL starts with HTTPS, okay, then URL is valid. We are checking it because if you if suppose this is not and uh, and you have dynamically passed this string as a URL and you are not using this if condition, suppose, then what will happen? Your app will crash because it's not a valid URL. As you know, it's not a URL, okay? So it will start the browser or make your app crash, okay? So it will not work. So to avoiding the crashing of app, we have used this if condition, okay? Now suppose this URL is comes here now. Now we have checked that URL is valid. Now URL is come there. It is a game URL, okay? So in the browser intent, we have created a intent and parse the URI. Uh, to view a URL into the external browser, we need a browser, but we pass this URL as a string. So we have converted this string into a URI by converting a ready-made function uri.parse and then call our activity browser intent simply. That's it. I hope you understand. I hope you are enjoying our coding. So if you have any doubts, you can contact us. Okay. Now let's go back to our feature game adapter. Okay. Now hope you understand. Okay. So what you can do more, as you can see in our list of feature games, there is also a icon. We have used it. Why? Because here we can see the game description or anything if you want to show anything, okay, to the user when they will click on this icon. You can show the description or category or anything. But for now we are using a description to show them, okay. So how you will do that? Just simply go to feature game adapter and create a new click listener for this icon. So we have to set a click listener on our img mode. Just okay. Now call this folder.img more. Now set on click listener. Okay. Now pass lambda view and we have created a custom function to show the alert to the user. Or it is not important to show the game description on it. Sorry, this dialog view. You can also use the activity or any other things to view game description. But for now, for the easiness of the app, because the game description is a just 2 or 3 lines, so we have created a custom function which is the custom dialog, okay, material dialog, in which we have to show the game name, and after this we can show the game description dynamically by clicking on this icon, right? So function is that it is here. Let me show you. This is here, show alert, okay. We have to call this function simply, okay. Now how you call that? Call function class and now uh, choose this solar method, okay. Now as you can see we have to pass a title and a message to showing a show alert, okay. So in the title we will pass our game name, and for the message we will pass our game description, right? So how you can do that? Just simply copy this one, or simply if you do not know, let's make program again. Call feature game list dot get dot into past the position. Now get the game name. It is done. Title is the done. Now press comma Now you have to pass our game description, same as this. Pass feature games, get pass position. Now use the get game description. It has been done. Okay. Hope you understand. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. There is no any issue. Okay. Now in the last video when we are showing and using all of the category resources for displaying our categories into the category fragment, we have a mistakes, and mistake due to this mistake our category is not showing in the fragment. Why? Because we forget this get item count to make the according to list size. Okay, by default it is returning 0, means we are fetching the data from the API which has a unlimited number of games, but if there is a 0, then it will show only the 0 records to the list, and so nothing will show to our recycler view. So we have to pass it dynamically. How you can do that? That you have to pass our featured game list, okay, and make it size. Okay, let's remove this one. Now call this one. Sorry, first of all return. Now call this featured game, and now use the size, and now it will return the size of the list. And according this size of the list, recycler view create a view holder, create a empty view to call all the games inside this view. Okay, now as you can see there is no error, and our adapter class has been ready. I hope you understand. So I will meet you in the next video.